How much can you expect to make as a business loan broker? And specifically, how much can you expect to make as a real business loan broker? That's the topic of today's video.
By the way, if you don't know, this video is brought to you by Pennington Consulting Group, where we always say our goal is to help you reach your goals. So if you're looking for some funding, if you're a business, if you're looking to start, grow, or even expand your business or in need of some funding, you want to go ahead and click the link in the description below and visit us at Pennington Consulting Group. In addition to that, if you're looking to start your own business loan agency, this program is also brought to you by Broker Solutions Academy. And what we do is we help loan brokers and understand and simplify the various funding products that are available in the marketplace so they can properly serve their clients, stop the endless confusion and self-defeating pointless rat race they're currently in, and grow their business while maximizing profits by teaching them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a glorified referral partner. So definitely there's going to be a link in the description. We've worked all year long to really package this program, and it's the most comprehensive loan broker training there is. Guaranteed you're going to be successful, especially if you're going to be having me as your coach. Okay, so definitely want to check the links in the description. In addition to that, if you're interested in some of our media services, we offer YouTube editing services. I have my team. You see how great these videos are. Come on. Okay, you look at our website. Look how good those websites are. And look at your website, okay? So if you're interested in having us work on your website, if you're interested in having us work on your YouTube, or even get your social media game just right, you wanna go ahead and reach out to us. There's gonna be a link in the description on how we can partner up together to help you grow your social media presence, your web presence, so you can position yourself for success, as I always say. So anyway,
we're gonna go over each one of the lending pads, understanding the different products. On the last video, if you haven't watched that yet, we talked about the different products that you're able to offer as a business loan broker. So today we're gonna be kind of continuing on the topic as to now how much can you potentially expect to make on those products. On your screen, we have the 3-pass lending matrix, and I'm gonna talk to you about how much can you make for each one of these lending pads. Of course, there's different products within each one of the lending pads, but first off, and I'm gonna show you even the agreements that we use in order to kind of get this done. But first off, we have the credit-based lending matrix. What products are we referring to? We're talking about business credit cards. Another term for it is credit card stack. You've probably heard that out there before. And also personal credit cards. Now, how much can you potentially expect to make? Generally, we charge a 10% success fee. This fee is paid once the client actually receives their funding. So for example, if you get a client funded $10,000, you send an invoice for 10% of that, which is $1,000, $50,000, $5,000, and so forth and so on. That's generally what we charge. I'm gonna go ahead and put our fee agreement in front of your screen. And of course, if you don't know, you should know. Brian Martin-Sutieno, founder of Pennington Consulting Group and also Broker Solutions Academy. So if you're seeking funding, there's going to be a link in the description on how you can go ahead and get in touch with us and how we can get you funding. Startup capital, working capital. If you're looking to start, expand, or even promote your business, you want to go ahead and get in touch with us as soon as possible. But nevertheless, 10% success fee, as you can see on your screen there. This is one of our agreements, and this is what we offer our brokers. Broker Solutions Academy is how we train brokers and how to become a real business loan broker, where I can teach you how you can go ahead and learn how to process this product in-house and get funding for your clients based on this business credit card program, business credit card stacking program, a very popular product. I've talked about it extensively. It's a very beneficial product where a client can receive $50,000 to $100,000 in unsecured credit. They don't report on the personal credit, only report on the business credit. I mean, that's just powerful. You know, as a startup business, you're getting, $50,000 to $100,000 with no collateral needed, no proof of income. It's an amazing product. So again, 10% success fee is what we charge. And also for personal credit cards. We don't do a lot of personal credit cards, but if a client needs some additional funding, we can get personal credit cards and generally charge 10% of what they receive. As you can see on your screen there, this is the agreement we use. Before the client gets started, we generally require that they pay a $495 refundable commitment fee. This is what I call don't waste my time fee, okay? You have a lot of clients that are shopping around, and in order for you to kind of get some type of commitment, I usually have them pay $495, and I always refund this commitment fee. That's why it's a refundable commitment fee if we do not meet our funding goal. That way the client feels that like they're not just being taken advantage of, paying $500 for nothing. So anyway, hopefully that covers how much you can potentially expect to make as a business loan broker offering business credit cards or personal credit cards. Now, let's dive into the revenue-based segment. What products are we talking about? We're talking about merchant cash advance, SBA loans, SBA term loans, revenue lines of credit, factoring loans, account receivable financing. There's numerous products under the revenue-based path, of course. Now, the potential money that you make, and what I want to cover here as well, is not just how much you're expecting to make, but who actually pays the commission. Because we just talked about right now about business credit cards. And who pays that? The client pays a success fee. The lenders do not pay a success fee or don't pay even a commission when you're talking about business credit cards or personal credit cards. Now, when you're talking about revenue-based lending, all lenders do pay a commission. Depending on the product, it's going to range as to how much you're going to get paid. And I'm going to kind of just throw some numbers out there because each lender has their own commission that they pay out based on the loan, based on the client's credit. There's so many different factors here. Because keep in mind, first off, we're talking about the revenue-based path. And within the revenue-based path, there's numerous different products that we're talking about. So I'll kind of be going real quick. What we do is we do not charge a commitment fee with our revenue-based products. That's just the way this product is delivered. It just makes sense not to charge that application fee. We do charge a $950 flat success fee for all the different revenue products. That's the only thing that the client pays. Because again, what did I say? We're going to talk about how much we make and actually who pays for it. $950 is what the client pays once we've successfully got them funded. Now, again, in addition to the $950, the lender do pay a commission. Now, this is the commission ranges based on the product. First off, MCAs, one of the highest commission revenue-based products there is. You can make as low as 8%, as high as 20%, believe it or not, of the funded amount, depending on the product, depending on the risk that is involved. But MCA is a very, very profitable, very lucrative, I should say, product that you definitely need to offer. Next, we want to move into, let's just say, some SBA products. You know, we're talking about SBA Express, SBA 7A. You definitely are capped as to how much you can make based on what SBA allows you to make. I believe it's 2%, if I'm not mistaken. And even the lender does set a criteria as to how much they pay out. That could range, I want to say, range between 2 to 4%, depending on the lender, depending on the product. But that's pretty much how much you can make with SBA. SBA takes a long time. It's a full doc type of product, which means income verification is required. And not just income verification required, but third-party income verification is required, where you have to submit the tax returns, you have to submit the bank statements, and they do verify the tax returns with the IRS through a 4506T. But nevertheless, 2 to 4% is what you can potentially make with SBA products. Factoring loans, another lucrative product. If you don't know what factoring is basically when you're dealing with like a construction company or some type of service-based company where they render their service, and after they render their service, that's when they can actually issue an invoice. You know, like construction or, you know, road pavers or these type of people where they work with a municipality and they have a contract and they go ahead and they fulfill the contract and they submit the invoice and then they have to wait. And some of these municipalities, they take some time to pay some of these contractors and they still got to pay workers. So they go to a factoring company and they can factor some of the invoices. That's what factoring product is, if you don't know what that product is. Generally, you can make between 8 to 12 points. Another very lucrative product as well. And this is 8 to 12% of the funded amount, to be clear. Moving on, and this is also, I want to say the 8 to 12 rate is similar to account receivable financing. What is account receivable financing? That's when you're dealing with a business that has some account receivables. So we're talking about like a gym, you know, like a tanning salon, that they have their clients on a monthly, you know, subscription model. You can go ahead and finance some of those future revenues of that business in an account receivable financing type of product. And that's, you know, also pretty lucrative. Depending on the lender, you can make potentially between 8 to 12%. Really cool product. There's also purchase order financing. Purchase order financing, great product. If you don't know what it is, if you've never heard me talk about it. For example, you selling candles and Walmart contacts you and say that, Brian, we want to order $1 million worth of your candles because you went to Oprah and your candles are popular, whatever the case might be. Now, you don't have the money to satisfy such an order, so you can go ahead and approach a purchase order company. You can present that purchase order that Walmart presented to you, and they can issue a percentage of that purchase order for you to be able to fulfill that order with Walmart. That's what a purchase order financing product is. That product as well, pretty lucrative. You can make as low as 5%, and you can go up to 10%, depending on risk, lender, and a few other different factors that are out there. You know, credit score of the client, how long they've been in business, and a few other things that are out there. I think, let me see, what did we cover it all? We covered MCAs, we talked about factoring, purchase order financing, account receivable financing. You got some revenue term loans in there. Revenue term loans, these are just standard revenue term loans. You know, you can go ahead and compare this with a basic personal loan. You have a fixed term, fixed interest rate, fixed monthly payment. Next, let's go ahead and move into the last path. So anyway, we're going to finish this off by talking about asset-based lending. The products here, you know, clearly asset-based lending. This is collateralized-based products. We're talking about real estate loans. We're talking about equipment financing. The real estate matrix. what products are we specifically talking about? Because we're talking about real estate, clearly, we're talking about some type of building, commercial or residential real estate, we have a multifamily unit. There's 3 different types of segments they fall under. Conventional loans, which is general bank loans. Agency loans is government-sponsored loans, and then private money. This is where we're talking about your hard money, your short-term type of financing. How much can you potentially make? It ranges. Conventional loans, it depends on the lender, it depends on the product. This matrix, which you can download for free, link in the description. You get this matrix for free. It's a powerful matrix. Just kind of gives you the basic criteria for every single real estate product there is out there from bird's eye view. With real estate, you as the broker control how much you charge the client. Generally, some lenders usually pay about 1% origination fee. Some of them pay 0% origination fee, depending on how great their product is. There's 2 different ways you get paid here. You get paid an origination fee from the lender, and you can also charge origination fee from the client, what can be collected at closing at closing. So you control how much you want to charge your client. And also you want to take into account the loan amount. Somebody borrowing $250,000 versus somebody borrowing $2 million. $250,000, let's say you charge 2 points. Let me throw a calculator in front of your face because you guys can make sense of these numbers. Because you want to be competitive with your pricing as well. $250,000 loan, you charge 2 points, you're making at least $5,000. My minimum, I always say, if you're going to be a real business loan broker, you're going to make at least $5,000 per transaction. If you have a $2 million loan and you charge 2%, that's $40,000. That client is going to go somewhere. You're not very competitive. You probably want to charge 1%, with the origination fee up front, and then get a 1% yield spread. That's what what the lender pays you. It's called yield spread from the lender. So you can make a pretty lucrative 2 points still, but not making the client pay for that. So with real estate, I want to say you can charge whatever. Generally, it's between 1 to 5 points based on the loan amount, depending on the lender. Now going back to the second thing that I wanted to cover, who pays it? The lender can pay up to 1%. They usually pay 1% or 0 points. If a lender has a very hot product, they're going to charge 0% origination fee because they're going to want the client to pay your origination for origination loan. And another thing that I want to cover is when is this money actually made? We can talk about all this money crap all we want to, but when does the money actually hit your bank account? Okay, with the credit-based lending with credit card, this is probably the fastest way you can make money as a business owner. I know you guys are out there, you're trying to make some money, you're trying to run a real business, and how fast can you really make this money? With credit-based funding, if you think about it, the client experience generally takes about 7 to 10 business days. Because what has to be verified? It's credit-based lending. They only look at the credit, they issue a line of credit, which sometimes is issued in the form of a credit card, or sometimes it's convenience checks. If it's a line that offers that type of way to access the line, the client usually receives a line between about 3 to 5 days once the lender sends it out. Once they receive that line of credit, you can charge them the money because they pay for it and you make your money within 2 or 3 days. That's basically how credit-based lending works. With revenue-based lending, it's all over the place. It depends on the lender, it depends on the products. I can tell you, MCAs, they usually pay pretty quickly, within 24 to 48 hours. Some lenders only pay out their commission on one specific day of the month, which is annoying. Okay, some of them say, we pay our commission on the 20th. Again, it just depends on the product. With asset-based lending, it depends on the product, but specifically real estate, you get paid at closing. When they actually do the closing at a title company, your money is going to be settled at closing. You're going to be included in what they call a HUD settlement statement. They're going to see on there how much you make, and you're going to walk out of closing with a check. Of course, as a business loan broker, I don't go to closings. They happen, they just mail me the check. So the check is going to be mailed to you, and it's going to take a couple of days for you to receive it. With equipment-based lending, generally you get paid based on the lender, based on the product and what their criteria, what their policy is as to when they're paid their brokers. But anyway, we're 15 minutes in. Hopefully I was able to answer your question. And basically the question is, how much can you potentially expect to make as a business loan broker? Number one, we broke down each one of the lending paths and each one of the products and how much commission can be made for each one of these products. We also kind of expanded on the timeline and who pays it, the client or the lender. And again, majority of this stuff is how I have it structured, But anyway, I hope you appreciate that video. There's going to be a link in the description on how we can work together. I'm out. Peace out. Anyway, if you stay with me through the end, I appreciate you. I really do. Please go ahead and give me a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. And I guess I should go ahead and pay some bills. Let you know what this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Broker Solutions Academy. There's going to be a link in the description. We work with people that are interested in becoming a business loan broker. We have a very comprehensive business loan broker course, and we're going to be teaching you everything you need to know about how to become a business loan broker. Our mission statement is we help business loan brokers understand and simplify
the various funding solutions that are available in the marketplace so you can properly serve your clients, stop the endless confusion and self-defeating pointless rat race they're currently in, and grow their business while maximizing profits by teaching them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a referral partner. This video is also brought to you by Pennington Consulting Group, and that's where we work directly with entrepreneurs and also business owners to help them get funded. So if you're looking to start, grow, or even expand your current business, Pennington Consulting Group, there's going to be a link in the description where you can go ahead and schedule a time. And like we always say at Pennington Consulting Group, our goal is to help you reach your goal. Again, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.